Friday night to you as we come your way from Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Colorado Rockies. Stay tuned for Rockies baseball next. Austin Gomber gets the start for Colorado in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
That brings in Tommy Edman, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for St. Louis, the shortstop, Tommy Edman.
First delivery to him. In there, and it's 0-1. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies' starting play here tonight. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you could win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 3 homers and 37 RBIs. Now the 1-0 is taken high above the zone. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. The 2-0 on the way. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, they need Matt Carpenter to get back on track. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
What a terrific month this guy had last month, hitting over 350. If he can continue at this pace, he's got a legitimate shot to win a batting title.
Ball 1.
Oh, that's out.
Grounded down the third baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Goldschmidt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there, 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
First pitch on the way. Raimel Tapia is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go. Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
2-2. Fly ball right down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting second.
Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays, and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They give themselves a chance when they're putting guys on base to drive in runs and not get that 2-for-1 sale.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he fouls this one off. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Fouled off. One out, nobody on. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Ball 3-2 now.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position, and it's 6 to 8 inches dropping off the table and chasing your hands.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. DeYoung gathers it in, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Batting third. The right fielder, Charlie Blackman.
Charlie Blackmon now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 2 out, nobody on. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We are still scoreless. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Dylan Carlson comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Dylan Carlson.
First delivery to him. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Next to dig in, Tyler O'Neill. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2.
Nope, outside.
Now a knuckleball that's on the ground to short. Story picks it up, and that's the second out.
That is 7. The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. First offering. In the air out to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Trevor Story steps in now. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's only 2 for 10. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Josh Fuentes to the plate now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Comes into play here at 273. 4 home runs and an even 20 RBIs. The 1-0 home.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-1 is outside for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting short, the left fielder, Dan Plesac.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And now digging in will be Sam Hilliard. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Chased a bad one there. 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. First delivery to him. Oh, diving as it's off his glove. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play.
The pitcher, number 18, Carlos Martinez.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Carlos Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
3rd inning, no score to this point. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Popped him up. Story over to his right, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Tommy Edman.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Tommy Edman. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Nope.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking it.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
The Rockies are due to hit in the third, and they're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now here's the first offering. Colton Welker stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. This year against right-handed pitching, Welker averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. On the ground to third. Carpenter has it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting it, the catcher, Tyler Flower.
So 1 away now in the Colorado third, and next to bat will be the catcher, Tyler Flowers. The pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 to the Colorado catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Into the box, Austin Gomber. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That's a real nice location with that fastball. Up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Trying to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down too, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Harrison Bader.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across. Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Wind up and the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
And the pitch. Paul Goldschmidt is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Just got a piece to the right side. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Popped up. Fuentes in foul ground, and no one will track it down. The 1-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Cardinals move out in front 1-0. What a blast that was. So here it is again, accompanied by Show Track. Great exit velocity, and the projected distance comes back at over 470 feet. An impressive thing to watch when it happened, and even more impressive to quantify with the numbers. So Paul DeYoung digs in next. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. And he fouls this one off. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Flowers corrals it, and the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
At the plate now, Dylan Carlson, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 went down looking his first time up. fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Now the pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there. Keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Standing in now, Tyler O'Neill, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 delivery. Grounder down the line at third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Raimel Tapia back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And now a pitch on the way. Tapia, a 27-year-old. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Right fielder coming on. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first out. Justin Turner is on now as he'll take over in right field following the injury.
Number 89, Justin Turner.
So bases are empty with 1 out now. And up steps Garrett Hampson to bat.
Number 1.
First pitch on the way. Pitch is popped up. Goldschmidt moving to his left. 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They're down 1-0. Stepping up is Matt Carpenter. Flew out last time up.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And that Colorado bullpen comes to life now with a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The 1-0. Misses off the plate.
Ball 2.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Not the way you'd like to start this 5th inning, falling behind 3-0 on the count. It's about time he starts throwing some strikes.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Yadi Molina digging in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, and 1 the count to Molina. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Carpenter gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Carlos Martinez, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. On a rope to the second baseman.
Now batting, shortstop, Tommy Edman.
So next to bat will be Tommy Edman. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
First and second now, 1 man out. And he takes strike 2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2, the numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Oh, and a great knuckle curve just buckled him there, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
0-1 for count.
Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Hey, I know they say this is not the place you want to work up in the zone for fear of home runs going out of Coors Field. But I'll tell you what, maybe he's enticing some more swing and miss up there. Maybe going to work a little bit more north and south today.
Swing and a liner. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Rockies' offense with Colorado's manager, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Matty, I'd like to see them change up their offensive approach a little bit right now. Maybe get a little bit more aggressive in the strike zone. I just feel like this pitcher is settling into a rhythm, and they're going to hand it over to the bullpen eventually, and this game's going to be over.
No balls and one strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. 19th home run for him on the season as the Rockies pull even now at 1 apiece. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. At the plate, Josh Fuentes. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Here it is, the 3-0. Sinker misses, ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
The batter will be Sam Hilliard as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Fuentes aboard here at first with nobody out. Swung on and crushed. Everyone just stands there and watches it fly. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's given the Rockies a 3-1 lead. Sure, you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. To the plate now, Colton Welker. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
It's 1-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Three runs already home here. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. The 1-0. Slow grounder to first. Fielded cleanly, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Austin Gomber.
In now for Colorado, Austin Gomber looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Rockies 3 and the Cardinals 1. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. First delivery to him. Paul Goldschmidt is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A strike two swinging.
Count 1-2.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up.
Goldschmidt with a swing and a ball sent out to deep left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second home run of the game, and the Cardinals are back within a run. It's now a 3-2 game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Now here comes the Rockies skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves with the bases empty, he stands to be the winning pitcher here tonight if the bullpen can hold up the 1-run lead. Carlos Estevez is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Second baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Into the box now, Paul DeYoung, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Justin Turner is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout. And with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Stepping in now, Tyler O'Neill. And there's a base hit on the line. So instead of leading off the following inning, Matt Carpenter bats next with 2 away.
That's an obvious mistake on the pitcher's part. You speed him up with the first one, blow it right by him, and you do him a favor by giving him a changeup. I mean, that's a pitch he can handle right there.
Darwinzon Hernandez comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. O'Neill is off at first with 2 away. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Flowers has it, and that ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rockies 3 and the Cardinals 2. Daniel Ponce de Leon enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Raimel Tapia.
The center fielder, Raimel Tapia.
First offering on its way. In on the hands of it with the fastball, it's 1-0. Ponce de Leon has pitched just under 60 innings with an ERA just under 2.5. That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work. Two balls and no strikes to Raimel Tapia. And it's fouled away. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
The 3-1. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. He's set. Here it comes. Hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Ponce de Leon is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Charlie.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and in the bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. From the belt, kicks and deals. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it'll be right on the bag as Molina nails him trying to swipe second.
That was a great throw from a guy that's not necessarily known for his catch and throw abilities. He had a huge lead over at first, but it didn't make much of a difference as he's cut down.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2.
Oh, that's out.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Trevor Story would be next. 2 out, nobody on. Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Nothing doing for the Rockies, but they still lead it 3-2. Seventh inning ready to roll, and now it'll be the catcher, Yadier Molina. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, number 32.
Lane Thomas will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 35, Lane Thomas.
First pitch on its way. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Hey! Down, 0-2.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate now, Tommy Edman, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he lays off for ball 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They trail 3-2. Jordan Hicks gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 12, Jordan
So here's the cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
First pitch on the way. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Hicks has tossed over 30 innings so far this season. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. Behind 0-2 now. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Into the box, Josh Fuentes. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Hicks is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1. And oh boy, that pitch nearly got him in a bad place as he had to hit the dirt that time. It's ball 4.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Sam Hilliard will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. As a look, now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn 2 with a guy that could run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
Behind 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Fuentes stands at first with 1 out. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, Colton Welker, as the first pitch sinker misses to him. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. 2 out with the man at first. And he misses again, ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. 1 left for Colorado. They're up 3-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robert Stevenson will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Chris Owings will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. And now, Harrison Bader hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Well, he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
From the stretch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
One and two as he chases the slider.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Very weakly on the ground. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Paul DeYoung is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch.
Nope.
And no messing with Goldschmidt there as he'll take first on ball 4.
Well, that was a slider and a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Next, it'll be Paul DeYoung. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Now the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. In his career versus this pitcher, he's got a 3-for-7 line. He also has 1 home run. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Down the left field line and deep. Now another 0-2. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Standing in now, Justin Turner. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-1. Hit down the line at first. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Hits the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Striding in is Tyler O'Neill. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Hey, it's looking like he may be able to get out of this one after giving up 2 singles early.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Swing and a line drive, and he has come through big time as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. And the runner will score from second, and a relay home. He beats the tag, safe, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game. After being down by 1, D-Row, that base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Scott Ober will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Number 45, Scott Ober.
In now, Matt Carpenter.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's set. The 0-1. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. O'Neill at third with 2 away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. The set and the 2-2. Fouled off.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Rockies 3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Alex Reyes is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Austin Dean is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Tyler Flowers.
For the Rockies, the catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Got him on a good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
People always talked about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Here's Chris Owings now. Now a swing and a fly ball. Long run for the right fielder, but this will land untouched. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. 0-2 home. .43 our score here as we play the 8th. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
High in the air out to center field. Bader is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Rival Tapia.
So now into the box is Raimel Tapia. No hits to this point. First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on, missed. 2-1. Here it comes.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get the head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. High and deep to right center. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Number 1.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he's going to shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 1-0. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1. Charlie Blackmon would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Scooped up, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Philip Deal enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So here is Yadier Molina. He bounced out last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 0.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Austin Dean. Trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. 3-1 to the Cardinals left fielder.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hit hard on the ground to second, right to him. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Tommy Edman.
Up next, Tommy Edman struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's in for a base hit. Finally, make him 1 for 5 now.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Into the box now, Harrison Bader. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
2-0 is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit, the 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Edman, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Now a throw over. Runner's back. A swing and a ground ball to third. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Paul Goldschmidt coming to the plate again as we look back at his 2 home runs in the game so far. The most recent back in the 6th inning. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 2 men are on with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 2-1 pitch.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
2 down, runners at first and second. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
So now to the plate, Paul DeYoung, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 home.
Nope, that's a ball.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Grounded to short. Story scoops it up. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as this side is retired. Cards forced to settle for 1. Giovanni Gallegos comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 65, Giovanni Gallegos.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Story has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. The 1-1.
Nope. That's inside.
Josh Fuentes will be next. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Fastball too high, ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and here's Josh Fuentes to the batter's box. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on him because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Into the box, Sam Hilliard, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. As a look, now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Story over at second. Fuentes at first, 1 gone. And it's fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Here's the 3-2. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news? A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
C.J. Cron will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. First delivery to him. On the season, Cron carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. The 0-1 on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Bader is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And that's going to bring in the run from third, and just like that, it's back to a 1-run ball game. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. At the plate now, Tyler Flowers. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Tying run at third, winning run at first. So a ball into the gap might be able to end it. Slider, but that's below the knees, and it's 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0. Yeah. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
Last strike now for Colorado. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first is in time, and the rally comes up just short as this ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. St. Louis came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Jordan Hicks earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Giovanni Gallegos hammers down the save, his 29th of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Rockies, 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.